sauces, on pickles. I think they put like ketchup and mustard and mayonnaise on it. For a couple of their other burgers, I think the Mama and the Papa have like more of a Thousand Island dressing style sauce. And same with the matzo. Matzo
Okay.
also has that same sort of dressing on it.
Hmm.
So
So
I mean, okay. We were also looking at the A&W family photos, if you will.
yeah,
And you mentioned how peculiar it is. We'll share this photo with the listeners. Check us out on Instagram at Burger Edition. We'll share these photos with the listeners, and it is a little peculiar how the family all looks the same. So the grandpa burger looks, or the grandpa, the little drawing of him, looks just like the papa, plus a mustache, and his hair is white now.
Yeah.
All right. The teen, he's got a bit more of a sort of upturned nose. He looks a little more like Archie or something. He's got some freckles. He's a young man. He will become his father one day, but not yet.
yeah.
And then the mama, it is peculiar how much she looks like the papa. I see you brought this up. I was just thinking like cartoon terms. Okay, like the Berenstain Bears all look the exact damn same, but
Well, they just look like bears.
yeah,
We
guess.
can't tell because we're not bears.
Okay, fair enough. There is certainly a family resemblance amongst the Burger family.
Yeah.
And well, you brought it to my attention that it is a little weird how much the mom and the dad look alike.
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
This is a little weird, and this leads me to another theory that I've been thinking about ever since we ate that burger.
Mm-hmm.
What if it's not a family? What if it's not a linear timeline? What if we're talking about all of these being the same man? What if the little boy burger is the papa and the grandfather
is the grandpa
burger?
burger.
It's all just them at different stages of their life.
Interesting.
And what if the mama burger is the midlife crisis burger,
Oh,
where he just decides, I'm going to see what it's like to be a lady?
I mean, judging by the images of them, it's very possible. It's feasible.
They all look the same. And there's also one thing.
I find that unlikely, though, considering it was like this Burger family is like a 50s throwback, but you never know.
I'm glad about. I don't want to paint myself as a racist or insensitive culturally, but
Mm-hmm.
you'd think with everything that has been going on these days with being politically correct and just with you can't see a poster anymore with just a bunch of with like 5 white people on it. There's going to be different things going on. There's different skin colors. There's a rainbow of people.
Sure.
But the A&W team has stuck true to the white,
to those 4 little white
Yeah.
faces.
to the white faces.
I see what you're saying. Well, except the Uncle Burger,
Yeah, that's the
not
wild
pictured.
card.
Not pictured.
So he could be the crazy.
He could be the crazy adopted
Mexican
uncle or
uncle?
something. He could be. Yeah, he could be anything. He could be a Haitian
Chinese
uncle. Why not?
uncle.
Also not pictured is the matzah member of the family.
Could be
Matzah
uncle.
burger doesn't have.
Ah, that's true.
It's not a delineation. It could be like a cousin matzah or something.
Oh, cousin Matzah, and it could be Uncle Ben,
I guess it could be Uncle Ben.
the rice man.
Yeah, why not? I mean, there's no rice involved in the burger, but I'm sure
Yeah.
Uncle Ben ate sometimes not rice.
Yeah, the uncle. The uncle of this family is not just relying on the burgers for his income. He's got his.
He's got a side business going. Yeah, he's not just all about the burgers.
Yeah.
But I mean, he might also just be, a lot of people have uncles that are, wink wink uncles. They're not real uncles.
You have a wink uncle
Well,
who's
no,
not
I mean,
your real uncle.
I don't, but a lot of people do. Where it's like, a family friend, your parents hang out with this other couple all the time, and so you just call them aunt and uncle, even though they're not your actual aunt and uncle.
Yeah. Okay, so he's not just like this guy who's not your uncle who's winking at you.
No.
Okay.
Said,
I
don't
miss-
worry, I'm your uncle. No. Like family friend type of uncle.
Yeah.
That could be why he's not actually pictured in the family photo.
There we go. So he's the kind of guy who he's at the family get-togethers, but he's always one. They say, "Can you take the picture of the real family?"
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
and
and
he's like, "Oh, it'll be a pleasure.
yeah.
Thanks, Stan."
Oh, yeah. He's got some built-up aggression, I'm sure. Never in any of the portraits. Nobody even knows what he looks like now.
That's it. He's lost to time.
Yeah.
Either that or he's just a new addition because they wanted to make a new burger and they were like, well, we're not going to design a new character. Just call it Uncle Burger.
Yeah. But now you're saying that you sometimes eat burgers that are not specific to your time period in life.
Sure, I could eat a mama burger.
Well, okay, that's a whole different gender. So that's a whole other book. But
or a teen burger for that matter, yeah.
Now I can understand going back in time. Eating a teen burger now, it's a little weird, but I'll do it.
I mean, as a teen, I probably had a grandpa burger.
Oh, that's crazy to me. That's like, you can read the end of a story before you started it, but you're losing. Like, don't you want to see what that grandfather burger tastes like when you are a grandfather?
Well, I can then too.
Yeah, just like you've already ruined it for yourself.
Have I?
Well,
if a couple years pass, do I really remember what the grandpa burger tastes like?
I don't know, man, but I'm
Probably
saying
not.
yes.
Aside from a few burgers, like a Whopper or a Big Mac, I feel like I'll pretty much never forget what it tastes like. And if it has been years, and as soon as I bite into it, I'll be like, oh, it's all rushing back to me. This is right. This is what I remember. Most burgers are over time kind of forgettable, especially with the number of burgers we're eating for this show.
Yeah.
No, it's just a big blur of burgers.
It's true. One day we should do an incest burger.
What does that mean?
Where we take the teen burger, the mama burger, the papa burger, the grandfather burger, and we just mix them all up. Make a big burger out of all of them.
That would be a mess. How many buns would be involved?
The buns aren't as important as the meat.
Oh, so you just want a super multi-patty burger?
Yeah. But I maintain
that's basically what the grandpa burger is. It's a triple patty burger.
Yeah, but it's got to be the burger. It's got to be the sauces from the mama.
Actually, now that I'm
bacon
thinking about it,
teen.
it doesn't make sense because the papa burger and the mama burger, if you put those together, you basically have the grandpa burger and not the teen burger.
Ah, geez, yeah. You're right. They didn't put a lot of thought into it.
Maybe we've maybe we've put too much thought into it.
Well, if A&W, if you're listening to this, reconstruct the way your burgers are made, and also think about the possibility of the super incest burger.
It's super marketable, yeah. Speaking of putting a lot of thought into it, Matthew, yesterday I had a very productive day that I felt like I was wheeling and dealing. I was scheming and planning.
Oh yeah.
I went shopping, Black Friday deals. I was making the most of them, I hope.
Punching people in the face, running them over with carts.
Exactly. I got a wicked roundhouse kick. I went and got some shoes. I saw they're on sale. Okay, good. Let me pick those up. And then I remembered at home I've got some like online codes and an app on one of my browsers that'll like find extra discount codes. So maybe I'll buy some shoes, go home, check Black Friday deals, get a deeper discount. All right, cool. Wheeling and dealing, scheming and planning. All right.
There's no scheming, and it also sounds like the tamest version of the Black Friday that I've ever heard. You watch videos, nobody's just thinking about a pair of shoes and then going home to get their online codes.
Oh, no, I bought the shoes.
Oh, and this is where the scheming.
And then I go home, and if I can get a better deal,
yes, I
either go back and say, give me money, or here, have your shoes. I'll order them online.
Oh, I should learn to let you finish your stories.
Well, then I broke my phone this week. I pulled my phone out of my pocket and just fumbled it. It hit the ground and cracked so bad. Just the screen was obliterated. Worse than like a snowflake. It was just so, I guess that was a bad analogy, but
spiderweb.
Like the pattern of a snowflake.
Well, I'll just say spiderweb.
Yeah, spiderweb. Okay, well,
just say shattered glass.
It was shattered. And I picked it up and was like, oh man, because I've just recently been making fun of so many people at work for breaking their phone screens. I'm like, how do you break your phone screen? I've had iPhones for like 7 years. I've never broken a screen. I don't understand how you're breaking the screen.
It's true. You're one of the only people I've known who has an intact phone.
Yeah, and then I broke it. Luckily, it was at the end of a contract, but I had to deal with a couple days worth of broken screen, which was difficult to read. I'd have to like scroll up or down to try and read through the cracks. I put tape over the screen just to make sure I wouldn't cut my fingers on all these broken shards of glass.
Oh, you really damaged it.
Oh yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. Anyway, so I went to go get a new phone yesterday. They told me if I bring in a old phone that I could trade it in as long as the screen's not broken. I brought in my 7-year-old phone thinking no way, no how. And the rules were, he was reading and it had like a little crack on the back. That was like, it's the back, no big deal. He's reading the rules. He goes, well, if the screen is functional, has no dark marks, and is not cracked, it's a yes or no to like move on to the next stage. I'm like, well, the screen is not cracked. He's like, yeah, but the back. All right, what does the question say? The question says if the screen is cracked, the screen is not cracked. We went through the process, yada, yada, yada. I got a couple discounts. And then, I got a new phone. I'm happy with it. This morning, coming to meet you, Matthew, get a phone call saying, you got the iPhone 6S, right? I'm like, yeah. It's down. I'm like, what do you mean it's down? I thought it was like when, like Twitter went down a month or so ago, like, oh, it's down. It's gone. Like, it's offline. I look over to my phone that I'm holding in my hand because I'm on the phone with him.
It's like, I'm talking to you right now.
And I'm like, what do you mean it's down? It's working. It's like, no. It's the price is down. I'm like, And I was waiting for the week of Black Friday. I went in. I said, hey, I heard you got Black Friday deals. He says, yeah, not for this phone. Next day, he calls me back. Yeah, we got Black Friday deals on your phone.
I'm bad at my job.
Well, no, he just didn't know yet. They don't know until they know.
That's true.
So now I got to deal with that. More wheeling and dealing, scheming and planning. Trying to save my Black Friday bucks so I can spend them on burgers. Matthew, today, A&W, I spent $20 basically at a, affordable fast food joint. What has gotten into me?
I think it's the simple equation that one burger at the beginning of this would have been enough, but now one burger is no longer enough. Now you're 2 burgers, 3 burgers. You're getting double patties and an extra burger on the side, onion rings, drink. You were looking at the menu on your way out. You were thinking maybe I'll get a milkshake or a chubby chicken.
No, I was thinking about the chubby chicken, but yeah, I've become. I was very hungry. I've become a bit of a burger glutton, it seems, when we go out for these burgers, because I feel like I need to get a good feel for the menu. I need to try a couple different menu items. I was very hungry. And I upgraded my fries to an onion ring, because I do quite like the onion rings at A&W.
Yeah.
Matthew, you did too. You want to talk about those onion rings?
Yeah. I didn't know I was an upgrade. I thought they were the same price. Only now do I realize I suckered into spending more money.
Yeah, it was probably a little more. Here, let me look at your receipt while you talk about those onion rings.
Yeah. I always liked them. I think the thing I liked most about them, though, is that spice you can put on them. It was...
Yeah, I think it's an extra here.
Okay. Well, I didn't realize, but still, it was worth it.
$3.50.
Jesus.
But it sort of itemizes. It says the burger, the rondelles, and then combo root beer. I guess it's only $1 for the root beer because you turned into a combo at that point.
All right.
Still seems expensive, $3.50.
Yeah. Well, it's not the 50s anymore.
Yeah, I suppose so. Sorry, you put those spices on the onion rings?
Put spices on. I like the varying sizes. I like how they're very bready.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I don't even need the onion. I just want the bread. I want the crispiness.
Oh, I'm the opposite.
I love the onion too. Okay. But I'd be very disappointed if I got a bunch of just husks.
Yeah.
But no, they're very good. I don't think I've ever really even had their fries because I always go for the onion rings.
I mean, I've had their fries, but they're fine. They're really not that special, and I feel like the onion rings are pretty special. And this being an anniversary episode, I figured, let's treat ourselves.
Treat yourself, yes.
So I treated myself to 2 burgers. I got the Uncle Burger and the Matzo Burger. The Matzo Burger is what you had as well. Or you had a double Matzo Burger?
Double Matzo.
Oh, you're so much better than me. I got 2 burgers. You had a double patty burger.
Yeah, but the bread is a big
the bread is the big difference. All right, yeah. And the Matzo Burger was all right. I will say my first bite, I was not too thrilled because there was like a gross lettuce taste. Sometimes lettuce kind of tastes bad.
Oh, yeah, vegetables are the worst.
Well, no. I mean, sometimes lettuce tastes fine or like nothing, but sometimes it's got like a bitterness to it, a weird bitterness to it.
Okay.
My first bite of lettuce had of the Matzo Burger had a weird bitterness to it. Maybe it was just like a bad section or something, but because the rest of it was fine. But the first bite was